Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Two Rivers and Weird Sisters, Singer-Songwriter Night. We have Colin Stackhouse and Jake Williams Capistran. Yeah? Did I do that right? Capistran?
Yeah.
I'm going to just do a little PSA about what we have coming up at the shop and then turn it over to Colin. Sunday, we have a Knit at Home live book release. There will also be some yarn dyers on there. That's Sunday at 4. Monday, we have our regular Stitch and Bitch. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? On the 10th, whatever day is the 10th. We still have the knit along, and then we also have a live author event that we're partnering with the Pacific Northwest booksellers. You can see who's going to be on there on our website. And I think that's it for the week. So thank you, everybody. And I'm going to disappear and turn it over to Colin.
Hello, my name is Colin Stackhouse. Hi, Jake. I'm really happy that Jake's able to come and perform with us today. If you don't know how this has worked in the past, I will inform you now. I tend to open with a song just to kind of start the evening and then immediately turn it over to the guest. And I'll be interrupting Jake twice to ask some questions. But I'm looking forward to hearing. Actually, I don't know if you're going to be doing old material and new material, or maybe a mix of the both.
Both. Yeah.
Sounds great. So yeah, I'm going to open it up with a song. I don't play blues music really. Jake definitely will perhaps dabble more into that as the evening goes on. But this is a blues standard called Trouble in Mind that I've been singing for a long time. Here it goes. Oh, trouble in mind, and I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. The sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Oh, trouble in mind, it's true. I have almost lost my mind. I've never seen such trouble in my whole life. Oh, I'm all alone after midnight, and my lamp is burning low. I've never seen such trouble in my life before. Oh, I'm gonna lay my head on some lonesome railroad line. Let that 219 train pacify my mind. Oh. So trouble in mind, and I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. The sun's gonna shine on my back door someday.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Jake.
I love that song. Man, I haven't heard that song in so long.
Same. Well, that's not true. I've been learning it, relearning it in the last month. But yeah, I think I learned it like a decade ago, and I'm happy that it's coming back into the forefront of my brain. I'm going to shrink down into a box in the corner, and cool. Jake will now take the stage.
Yeah. Sweet. Hey, everybody. Dude, thanks to everybody out there tuning in. Thanks to Two Rivers and to Colin for hosting and putting this together. It's been a very strange year, to say the least. So I'm just really happy to be able to play some music, see some familiar names in the chat bar. What's up? Love you guys very much. So thanks for tuning in. And yeah, I'm going to play a little song called Mirror. Also, I got some people in the room with me. I'm here at my house, and there's some other folks around. So if you see me looking at other people or whatever, I'm not crazy, I promise. I mean, I am, but there are real human beings in the room with me. Might hear some laughter. So when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see the man that you were meant to be? Do you see a man living someone else's destiny? And when you look in the mirror, how can you tell the parts you keep from the ones that you said? Is that a secret that you keep it to yourself? I wish that you could see yourself the way you're seen by everybody else. So when you look at your reflection, you wouldn't see only the imperfection. You never have to look upon yourself in a mirror and only see what's wrong. Never have to see your face. Choose to see only the things you'd like to change. You never have to be alone. When you look in the mirror, how do you know the ones for you and the parts just for show? Is that a secret that you only hold? I wish that you could see yourself the way you see by everybody else. So when you look at your reflection, you wouldn't see just what you think needs corrected. You never have to look upon yourself in a mirror and only see what's wrong. You never have to see yourself with those eyelids, no regret. You never have to be alone. Never have to be alone. You never have to be upset. You got nothing to regret. You never have to be alone. 'Cause you got me, you got a home. So when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see the man that you were meant to be? Or do you see a man living someone else's destiny? Cool. Thanks, y'all. I know you're clapping at home. All right. I think I'm going to keep it rolling on that. I put out an album last year, kind of unfortunate. I put out an album at the end of last year, and then big plans to tour in March and April and through the summertime. And that all got kiboshed. So I'll play some songs for that album in celebration of that music. Yeah, cool. Here's a new arrangement. This wasn't originally played on the acoustic guitar, so here's a new arrangement of a song called "We're All Gonna Die." I don't know if you know this, but hey, ain't we all just the same old stuff? Just piles of to-do lists and tiny ego bruises that we're all just desperate to cover up. And ain't we all the same old things? Just a little bit of soul and a lack of all control over everything, anything. But we're all headed to the same place. And we're all headed to the same old fate. And don't you know that we're all gonna die? Can't you see it coming? So go and get it while you're still alive. And ain't we all the same old stuff? Just figuring it out, despite all the doubt. It's just what it means to have enough. And ain't we all just the same? Just riding on the waves, just rises and falls of the chemical tides in our brains. We're all headed to the same place. We're all headed to the same old fate. And don't you know that we're all gonna die? Can't you see it coming? So go and get it while you're still alive. Won't hit the ground running. Well, don't you know that we're all gonna die? Can't you see it coming? It's a fun one. Not as fun in today's current situation in the world. I put out that song and I made a music video for it that I put out in like March. And then I was like, I don't know if that's going to seem really bad in like a month from now. Yeah. Yep. All right. Cool. Let's just keep that train rolling. The song called Talk About It, also from the album. If anybody wants to buy the album, anybody out there streaming, following along at home, the album's on Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, all. You go listen to it. It's called All Things Human, which was a album title that I thought of when I was 12 years old. All right, here's a song called Talk About It. It's about when you really don't want to talk about it. It seems we come back to the same old place. Yeah, way better. It seems we come back to the same old place. Same fight we had a week ago. And I don't need to tell you where I stand, 'cause I think you already know. So darling, please just let it be. Unless it's something that you need to say to me that got me singing, I don't wanna talk about it anymore with you. Can we just change the subject? Let's move on to something. No singing. I don't wanna talk about it anymore with you. Can we just change the subject? Let's move on to something new. Said it seems this thing just keep on coming around. What is this really about? But is there something you're not telling me? Come on now, just let it out. Darling, please just let it be. Unless it's something that you need to say to me, got me singing. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yo, can we just change the subject? Let's move on to something new. Singing. I don't want to talk about it anymore with you. Can we just change the subject? Change the subject. I don't want to talk about it anymore with you. Can we just change the subject? Let's move on to something new. Singing. I don't wanna talk about it anymore with you. Can we just change the subject? Let's move on to something. And the crowd goes wild. Another song that wasn't really written for the acoustic guitar, but here we are. It's COVID. We're trying new things. What you think, Colin? I keep playing? One more. Love it. Love it. All right. I'm going to drop it back down. Having a little too much fun on the last one. About to get sad. Yeah, so like a year ago, November of last year, I have a little like teaching studio, little studio space where I make music and do some recording and teaching and all that good stuff. And like a year ago, my studio got broken into and all of my things got taken from me by somebody else and not returned. So here's a song called Unbound. And it's about that. Probably a good time to mention that there's a link to my Venmo on the screen here. Just gonna put it out there. How it goes in a moment, just a story we'll see. So let the light in and hold it. Be still or be stolen by the grief. It's a hard truth that you learn. You get hurt to the ground. And oh my God, it hurts. You without, and you're coming unbound. All the pain, it's an ocean, but it ain't the depth. It's all the waves. So let the light in and hold it. Be still or be stolen by the pain. Be still or be folded to change. It's a hard truth that's learned. You get burned to the ground. Oh my God, it hurts. All you've heard, you left without. Are you unbound? Are you unbound? Are you unbound? Cool. Oh, Colin's trying to get on the
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You back?
Oh, you can. Great. Thank you for people watching me do that. That's the secret signal to Jen, who is the Two Rivers bookstore marketing person that I'm ready to ask my questions. That was a really sad song. I liked it. Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you. You've been muted. Oh, there we go.
Oh no. Hey,
now it's okay. Hi, Jake.
Hey.
that song made me think about unbound, meaning like you are now free. You no longer, by no choice of your own, are burdened by your possessions, right? And I was reminded of a time that personally, I was reminded of a time that I lost a job, and so then I took a big vacation because I was like, well, everything's screwed, so I might as well go. Did you do something that you normally would not have done after this happened, like as a little refresh or a little vacation or like something to kind of clear your mind in a way that you normally wouldn't have done?
I mean, I think, yeah, I would say more like mentally, and I think it's that I didn't take my stuff or my life or the things that I have for granted.
Yeah.
And I think that the change that happened, it wasn't necessarily, a reset or a vacation or anything like that. But I think like, that song Unbound is like, it's about kind of surrendering to those things, right? And like kind of succumbing or acknowledging that freedom, and like we feel super tethered to our possessions and all of those things and to things in our life, and then Unbound is sort of like, okay, let me let go of that in some way, and there's like a certain amount of catharsis there with like surrendering to the fate and the universe and all those things, and then also to your question, like I think what came out of it, and I think what it did for me, was also make me really grateful for the shit that I have, because I know, and this is kind of the way that I framed it at the time to help me make sense of it, and to help me be at peace with the whole situation. But anybody who's breaking into people's homes and stealing all their shit isn't like, that's not a good life, that's desperation. That's like hurt right there embodied when somebody's having to do that. And for me, having a space, having music instruments, having those things, to me is something to be really thankful for. It hurts to lose the instruments, and it was tough just for like my business and my livelihood, but at the same time, it made me really blessed to have those things in the first place.
Yeah, totally. Did you have insurance or any sort of way to compensate at the time, or was it basically a total loss of everything? Gone. Okay.
Total.
Yeah.
Totally gone.
That's I hope that doesn't happen to you again, but it's kind of like, that's like the worst thing that could happen, and that happened. So
I haven't.
What's that?
Yeah, it is, and like that's kind of the thing too. Coming out of it, exactly like you said, that's kind of like, that's the worst, that is the worst. I mean, I have my physical health, and right now, especially in today's day and age, I'm incredibly thankful for that. But it really was like, I was like, okay, like if this is it, this is the worst that can happen to me.
You did it.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, I have some other questions for you besides about losing all of your physical personal items.
Shoot.
When was your last show?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that anymore.
Yeah, no, it's you brought it up. You wrote the song.
You're right. Yeah, it has. It's been a while, man. I think my last show was in like April of last year. You were probably at it. Early March. I don't know. It was. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So I haven't performed. This is the first live stream that I've done.
Yeah.
So it's nice, for a while my focus was just to keep my head down and keep working on writing music and recording music. And I've got a bunch of things in on the back burner and projects in the works right now. We could talk about that stuff, but like, I haven't played and I haven't performed.
I was going to ask about the All Things Human came out on your record label. Is that right? Beolite Records is.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to do yours in quotes because it is yours. Right. Yeah. Have you been able to record any new stuff, or has it just been kind of percolating in the crisis that is our democracy?
Yeah. Good question. Yes, I have. I've been able to record, and it's been really interesting too, just for like my process, like figuring out how to do things. Like I made that whole album by like going to a studio and recording those songs together with people, a lot of it done like to tape, like live, like all that stuff. And so it's been a different process, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it's been kind of a silver lining in a way. Like it's kind of made me rethink and like find a different approach to making music. And so, yeah, that's been like, I start with the demos and recording all the songs and then sending them out to people who play the drums and the bass and all that stuff, and could send them back, and like kind of building these songs really slowly but surely. And right now I'm sitting on like there's two separate EPs I have, each of which are 3 songs. So that song that I just played, Unbound, is one that has been recorded and that's finished. And then I have another 3-track that's like way more upbeat, much happier. And those are in process and they're very nearly done. So
that's great. Oh, that's I'm not in that place, but you and the last guests in January, Never Come Down, they just released a record, I think the day close to our monthly performance. And they also have another record that they're like sitting on. And I'm not at that space. And it sounds like a very nice space to be, to have like, cool, I've got like 2 things in the works that are ready to go. So,
it's really strange. I was going to say it's really strange because like normally I have like there's shows, and the shows dictate like when things are released. You're like, okay, I have this show coming up. I'm going to put out a new single at or before the show or whatever it is. There's like kind of a natural cadence that happens with like performances or touring schedules and stuff like that. And so now it's really strange. I'm like, well, I could release it tomorrow, or I could just wait for 6 months and put it out 6 months from now. So it's a little different.
It's nobody knows what to do, or my feeling on the music industry is that like most people, there's no golden path to success. It's not like, oh, now I learned the secret. Like there is no secret. So I think the same will be that is the case now, right? So like release it tomorrow, release it next year. Like there's no wrong answer. So I'm excited to hear it. I'm going to play a song now. We talked about it, so it's not a surprise. Some guests, I've done like an in the round thing, but I wanted to play this song. I'm releasing a music video on the 19th of the month. This is the song that's going to be in the music video. And I recorded the video one of my last shows in Portland, which I recorded the video on a Wednesday, and then on Thursday I did a show with Jake. And so that was in September of 2019. It was a long time ago. And I guess kind of the same theme of like, there's no...
The bunk.
Yeah, that was fun. It was weird, but it was fun. I think I don't know how much you made. I think I walked away with like $30, which I don't even know what I did with it. Probably paid my bandmates. Anyway, so this song's called 3 Tenuous Lines. And it's kind of about time. And then I'll be done for the night with my singing, and I'll have one more round of questions for Mr. Jake William Capistran in like 15 more minutes, and he'll send us home. So here's one more song from me. There's 3 tenuous lines reaching through your body and mind. The future, present, and past. Why don't you try to make this moment last? So wait and see. It can't be starting this early. I would know. I would tell you when we see it start to go. So hit that nail on the head. We all will fail in time. At least you will always know you're mine. You're mine. You're mine. You will always know you're mine. You're mine. You're mine. You will always know. There's two choices ahead. Look at the light. It is green, it is red. And white, yes, lily white eyes, singing about this trouble in mind. Trouble in mind, and I'm blue. But I won't be blue always. Sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. There's one thing I've learned, assuming that I can only be burned. A lifetime living in fear, I have no time for that shit here. So wait and see, it can't be starting this early. I would know, I would tell you when we see it start to go. You can't take back all those ways you've said I lack. It's fine, at least you will always know you're mine. You're mine, you're mine. You will always know you're mine. You're mine, you're mine. You will always know you're mine. Mine, you will always know you're mine. You will always know. 3 tenuous lines reaching through your body and mine. Thanks, guys. Jake, I wish I could hear what you were playing along.
I love that. No, I wanted to be quiet because I thought that there would be like a delay or a lag, and I was like, if I play too loud, it's just going to throw them off.
That is accurate, and someday I will hear it, and I will talk to you in a minute. Goodbye.
All right, cool. Yeah, sweet. All right, I'm gonna play a little song. Kind of, yeah. This is in the vein of Unbound, in the vein of like gratitude and counting your blessings. I'm gonna play a song called "Enough" by Special Request, and the catchphrase, the hook of this song is all you need in this life is enough. Don't it seem to go that fruit don't roll once it hits the ground after falling down? So it ain't no surprise I've got my mother's eyes for my whole damn life. As long as I've got her eyes, I will still hear her voice telling me, child, you may not have much, but seeing each bit as a blessing, that's your choice. That's your choice. Mom's in the kitchen cooking up turning water into wine in a plastic cup, saying, child, we don't have much, 'cause all we need in this life is enough. Said all we need in this world is just you and me, and a little peace. And every once in a while, a little something sweet. So when push come to shove, with a little love, we gon' get some help from whatever's above. I can still hear her voice telling me, child, we may not have much, but being upset, well, that's a choice. That's your choice. Ma's in the kitchen cooking up, turning water into wine in a broken mug, telling me, child, we don't have much, 'cause all you need in this life is enough. Said all you need in this world is enough. It's just said all you need is enough. Is enough. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna do a little cover. I think I'm probably only gonna play one cover tonight, so I'm really gonna make it count. If you know the song, leave it in the comments. I'll tell you who it is afterwards, but I want you to not know who this is for anybody who doesn't know the song. And then, and if you know, maybe put it in the comments in first person to name it. I'll send you the album for free. I'll send you a download of the album with the album artwork and the book and all that stuff. What's the first line? Yeah, all right. I hear a lot about sinners. Don't think that I'll be saved. I might go down to the river. 'Cause the way that we loved you tonight gave me life, baby. I can't explain. In a way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. It feels so holy, 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 holy. Running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. Where you hold me, hold me, hold me. It feels so holy. I don't do well with the drama. No, I can't stand it being fake. I don't believe in nirvana, but the way that we touch in the night give me life, baby. I can't explain the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. It feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, it feels so holy. Oh, the way you hold me, hold me, feels so holy. The way you hold me, feels so holy. The way you hold me, feels so holy. Yeah, that's what's up. I see a couple people in the comments. They got it. That's Justin Bieber. That's Justin Bieber. Featuring Chance the Rapper is also on that for your sake and also mine. I didn't do Chance's part. So that's Justin Bieber. It's just the Bieber lines. If you want to hear the rest of it, Bieber's part isn't as good as what you just heard, but Chance the Rapper is something special. So that's a good one to check out. All right. What do we got? One more song, two more songs. Dose. Okay, we got two. All right. Boop, boop, bop. All right, let's play this one here. This is not Justin Bieber. I'm sorry to disappoint, but this is not the Biebs. But this one will be coming out at some point in the next, probably this year. We'll see. I don't want to be high anymore. I just want to come back down and lay on the ground with you and listen to the sounds with you and think about the rain. I don't want to be high anymore. I just want to come back down and lay on the ground with you. Listen to the sounds with you and hear about your day. 'Cause I forget why they call it being high until I start to lose my sight. When I'm way up there, so high above, I'm so far away from everyone that I love. I don't want to be far away. I don't want to be here anymore. anymore. I just wanna come back home, lay on the ground with you, listen to the sounds with you, take away my pain. I don't wanna be here anymore. I just wanna come back home and lay on the ground with you. Oh, I just wanna be found in you. Oh, I just wanna change. Hey, I forget why they call it being high, until I start to lose my sight. When I'm way up there in the sky of blue, I'm so far away from you, and I don't want to be far from you. I don't want to be high anymore. 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 I don't want to be high anymore.
I like that.
Thanks, Colin.
Yeah, I have a couple more questions, but I like that my times to cut in are after like sad songs, or like, well, that song's not a sad song, but kind of a joyful song. And that actually leads me into one of my questions, Jake. I myself have been dabbling in sobriety this year, and I've been surprised by my new vices of Star Trek and root beer, and also learning something about myself, that I am still kind of scatterbrained even when I'm not drinking. You've been pretty forthcoming on social media about your journey with sobriety. I don't know if I'm going to be sober forever. I'm definitely sober right now, and I feel great about it. What's something that you've been surprised to learn during your journey?
I think maybe kind of counterintuitively, I was like, I'm going to stop drinking, and then I'm just going to be happy all the time. I'm going to be firing on all cylinders. It's going to take care of all my problems. I'm going to cut out drinking, and I'm going to be good. And
that's very funny.
that just like, that isn't the case, you know? Like people I'm like, I haven't drank, because I think now it's been like a year and a half, I think, for me, not drinking at all. And people always, they'll ask me, they'll be like, oh, you must feel great. You must feel amazing, you know? And that's not the case. I mean, especially like this year, it's definitely been a weird one. But people are like, oh man, you must just have like infinite energy and all of that. And I'm like,
it fixed all your problems.
So yeah, it's been right. Solved it.
So yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you have the end of that sentence?
No, no, that was it. No, it didn't solve my problems, and I think that's one thing that I had to learn. You know, like the shit that like I don't know, stuff that I was doing fundamentally that made me unhappy. Like, sure, like drinking definitely made me like unhappy in a lot of ways. There's a reason I stopped doing it. I think it ultimately contributes to like sadness and loneliness to some degree in different ways. But also there's a lot of those things in my life, you know, and necessarily like cutting those things out isn't always the solution, right? Moderation is definitely a good thing. I possess very little of that when it comes to alcohol, but I'm moderate in other ways. So yeah, it allowed me to tend to other things in my life too, and made me make space for other areas of improvement. So yeah, it's been a journey.
Totally. It's funny with this lag. I want it to be a conversation, but I can tell that there's a big lag between our two videos. Christine mentioned that for Two Rivers fans, I don't think she's going to come back on and give kind of the outro. So I just want to mention who's coming. Our next 2 months of performers. I definitely want to hear Jake's final song. Just letting you know that next month on the 5th of March, we have Vega Black. And she's a great singer-songwriter who I saw about 2 years ago, and I'm happy that she'll be able to stream with us. And then on April 2nd, we have Clara Baker coming in to do a set as well. So those are our next 2 months. You write down your calendar, and Two Rivers will let you know.
That's
What's
my
up?
girl, Clara Baker. That's my girl right there.
Have you heard her new
Clara's
song?
the best.
Have you heard her new song, Body?
I have. Yeah, it came up on my Spotify's.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so cool. It's got this kind of like 90s like almost like industrial kind of beat to it and everything. She's just killing because she's like one of the best folk players and her voice is just amazing. And then she goes and does something like that.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked to get to listen to her. I asked this question last month to never come down. And I'm going to ask it to you again. If you were, I don't want to hear about your politics, but if you were a seditionist and you were planning on storming our United States Capitol, what would you wear as your fashion choice? I don't want to hear about politics.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Okay.
Going birthday suit. Birthday suit all the way.
Great. Well, my final question, and I want to hear.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, thanks. Best answer. So you've worked for Ethos and you teach privately. Ethos is like a music education school. Yeah. And you're a performer and you had a studio and you are recording in your own space. This is really good luck with this question. If you had one idea, money not being a factor and time not being a factor, this idea can spring forth from your head like Athena. One idea for music sustainability in Portland, what would that be?
More music in the schools. Like that's one reason it's really unfortunate that like Ethos has to exist in a sense. Like I love Ethos. They do amazing work, but it's shitty that they have to be here in the first place because we need music in schools. Like we need to reach every kid like at school. You know, a lot of people, music education can be prohibitively expensive, not to mention like transportation and all that stuff. So like music in the school straight up like to every school, because not every school has it equal. And some schools have a lot of fundings and they can hire like a band teacher and have music class and stuff like that. But I've worked at schools where they had music once like for a couple of days out of the month. And then like the traveling music teacher had to go to a different school. And like, that's not how we
that seems music. That's not going to work. Cool. Well, thanks for talking to me. And thank you everybody for tuning in. And this is not the end because Jake's going to send us out. So thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah. Thanks everybody. Yeah, let's do this one. This is a song called Pray for Rain. And I've been making a lot of like YouTube videos lately. Music videos, I put them out on Instagram. I put them all over the place. This is a song that I did recently that I'm really proud of. And the video and everything, I shot it and like edited the whole thing. You did the music and it's great. It's about being on a farm in California during the drought, which is pretty tough for a farm. But also when we had the the fire's rolling through and everything this fall, the song came back up big time. So anyway, here's a song called Pray for Rain. And we were gathered round the table, coming down off the high, when Mama spoke to tell us what she'd seen in the night. The generator's been pumping, it's been working overtime, but it ain't pulling up water. The well has gone dry. And so we sat, but didn't speak. We put our heads together for what it is we need. We pray for rain. We prayed for rain. We prayed for rain. First came one drop, and then came two, and the sky it turned to gray from that bluebird shade of blue. Went outside running in our bare feet, and it's easy throwing caution when the wind it smells so sweet, and we danced palms to the sky, rejoiced in knowing someone was listening on the other side. We prayed for rain. We prayed for rain. We prayed for rain. Oh, and it came, it came, it came, it came. We prayed for rain, and it came, it came, it came. We prayed for rain, and it came, it came, it came. We prayed for rain, and it came, it came, it came. True story.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Mom. Thanks for putting it together. Thanks for hosting. Thanks.
I can't do it. Can't do it without you. This lag. I said I can't do it without you, and I'm really happy that you came. There's in the comments. There's all these. What's the word? You can find Jake's Venmo, his Bandcamp, all sorts of ways to throw him dollars today or buy his album. And yeah. Do you have a positive thought for the weekend?
Positive thought for the weekend? I mean, this is great, you know?
Yeah.
This was really nice. Like I said, I haven't done any live streaming or anything like that. So I think my positive thought for the weekend is that, like, I'm going to seek out more opportunities to connect with people. And hopefully everybody watching can kind of like take that little idea with them as well. So
Cool.
Thanks again.
Well, thanks, Jen. Thanks, Christine. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, viewers. And we'll see you next month.
Yeah.
I don't know how to hang up, so I'm going to wait for Jen to hang up.
Same. We'll see you later. And for all my friends who are